Hi guys, Carolyn here. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I create my placeholders for my cash envelopes. So these things here, I thought it would be cool for me to just show you guys how I figured out how to do those. I'm no expert. I have really no idea what I'm doing. I've already cut my templates out for my placeholders. I don't have enough room to like show you guys my design process and how I set everything up, but I basically just found dimensions of the US dollar, and that is what I base my shape off of, and I just like put in a dollar sign with the amount that I wanted my placeholder to be. So I'm gonna have 100, 1000s, and 500s in no particular order. So I have those already cut out. I have this here, which is a Scotch laminator, so it's a thermal laminator. I have 3 milliliter, I believe it's milliliter sheets, but I'm going to be using 5 mil today. So this is 5 mil. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm going to put this away. Just wanted to show you guys that. And I also have a paper cutter. So the way I was able to do it, once I set this up, I'm going to leave them on the cutting mat that is for my Cameo. And I'm just going to jump right in to show you guys how I do it. Now, I don't have like a picking tool. You're supposed to have like a picking tool to get your design off. And I do not know where mine is, but I do have a comb with a metal tip that I can potentially use, and that's what I'm going to use to just start lifting it up just a little bit. And hopefully it comes out. It's called weeding. That is what the process is called, to pull the vinyl off. So you do it like that. This one is $100 placeholder. Then you go in to get the rest off. Oh, and I have to be very careful because this might be too blunt. I don't know where my weeding tool is, but I haven't had it since the last time I made my placeholders, and that was quite some time ago. So I'm just gonna go on Amazon and order me like a new one. But you can pretty much use any item that has like a sharp edge, and this is the best thing that I could find right now, like in my household. Just gonna continue to go through and pull this up. All right, so I switched over to voiceover because it's extremely loud in my house. So I am at the point where I'm done weeding the vinyl. I'm just showing you guys some prop money that I purchased from Amazon. I'm sorry if you hear my kids in the background. I'm trying to get this done. That was the prop money that I got from Amazon. Just giving you an alternative. You know, everyone doesn't have a cutting machine and vinyl and all of these other things. While you're weeding the while I'm weeding the border, I had to pay special attention not to mess it up, because once vinyl is messed up, it is impossible to go back and make any corrections. Here is my transfer tape I'm going to be using to transfer from the backing of the vinyl to the actual thermal paper or the laminating sheets that I'm going to be using. And I cut it down to size, and I'm just going to one by one go through and attach it to the transfer tape and then attach it to the laminating sheet. So that is what I'm doing now. So I will be back. I'm going to speed through this process, and I'll probably play some music in the background, and I will be back. So I have them all set up inside of the laminating sheet, and I kind of tried to spread them around evenly. I was able to put 3 inside of the sheet, and now I'm just gonna run it through the actual laminator. This is actually my second pass through. I do it twice. I edited the first one out. I didn't want to make the video unnecessarily long, but I do run it through twice. And you want to try to keep everything straight, because if it passes through and it's like bent up, the actual placeholder will be bent. So you don't want that to happen. Now I'm just going to trim everything down to size as close as I can get to the border. My placeholders are not always exactly perfect. The dimensions are the same. However, I am not the best at cutting them down. So the first thing I do is like a rough cut, just to like get them down to a rectangle shape. And then I go in and trim everything up and make it look like nice and pretty. These did not come out perfect. For some reason, the vinyl is like a little crooked around the edges, just a little bit. I don't mind, because it's not like I'm making these for anyone, but I do need to make sure that if I do decide to make these available for purchase, that I have to like troubleshoot and make sure everything is as close to perfect as possible. So I don't know what that came from, but yeah, these are not perfect, but they're good enough for me. Also, the very first one that I did, there is an unnecessary comma. I meant to make that a $1,000 placeholder, and I forgot the final 0. So what I'm going to do is just use that as a $100 placeholder. Doesn't really bother me. Again, that's one of those imperfect things that I had on making these. So it says a 1,00. So yeah, that's a huge mistake. Going forward, I may eliminate the zeros off of the $1,000 or $5,000, $10,000, God willing that I'll ever need those. I'll eliminate the zeros off of the placeholders altogether and just like put a K there. I think that looks really cute. And I'll also be trying to figure out some different designs. Although I do like this simple design that I came up with. I am very pleased with it. Again, if you hear anything in the background, my house is extremely loud today. I don't know what is going on, but everyone seems to have a lot going on. So hence why I am actually doing the voiceover. So that was the final rough chop or rough cut that I had to do. And now I am just like touching some things up. If I see uneven edges or anything like that, I am going to just like put it through and cut it down as close to the edge as possible. This is the second sheet that I did off camera. So in total, I did 5 of the placeholders. This one is an additional 500 and another 100. The color looks pretty orange on screen, but it is actually like a really, really pretty summery peach color. And I thought it was so pretty and fitting for like the season, but it's not coming across on camera very well. So the more I do it, I will attempt to use some of the matte vinyl that I have, and I also have some holographic vinyl. And holographic vinyl is extremely difficult to work with for some reason. I am attracted to holographic or opalescent textures, and I'm not able to really use them just yet. I don't know what I'm doing, so it is a learning curve with that. So now that everything is cut down to size, I am just going to run them through the laminator one final time. So in total, I run it through 3 times, twice before I cut it down to shape, and then once everything is all together, just so my placeholders can last long. The 3mm laminating sheets, they are not great. They kind of separate easily. And this is my first time using the 5mm, so prayerfully I don't have that problem. Now I'm just cutting my machine off, and then I'm gonna realize that one of the placeholders is actually bent, and this is what I was saying previously, that if it is not straight when it goes through, it will attach and it will be bent. So I'm just gonna run that through one last time. I didn't wait for it to heat all the way up because it was like pretty much still hot. So in the next frame here, I'm just going to be showing you the finished product. These will go into my envelopes. My actual cash will go into my savings account. And that is all I have for today. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you. And until next time, guys, please stay safe out there.